Hi, my name is Laura Magdalene Eisenhower, and I will be at the Pythagoras Conference December 16th to 18th doing a lecture and a workshop. Just to summarize some of the things that I'll be sharing, I'm going really deep into ancient history and into really the roots of who we are, where we come from, really our true origins and how that connects to the divine blueprint and a fully activated DNA. And we'll be talking about the aeons and the archons, different ET races, the concept of global alchemy and transformation, and what is affecting us right now on the planet, and where our tools and higher awareness is leading us through this shift into a whole nother dimensional frequency. We hear about this a lot, but it's another thing to fully embody it and recognize ourselves as stargates, and really know how to get in the zone to really stay on the positive timeline and not sabotage ourselves through any sorts of fear or being led astray. So a lot of the focus is on our own inner truth, at the same time exposing a lot of lies that might not be completely obvious, even though we know quite a bit of them already. So we'll be looking at different ET races, different dimensional frequencies, things about the shadow government, military industrial complex, and unity consciousness, and how this is going to be crumbling the war machine, and the whole idea of transhumanism, and this sort of artificial intelligence and robotic world that we're up against. How to preserve our humanity and really take things to the next level. We have the ability to do this. Um, I'll be talking about the goddess Sophia, different myths going into cosmic mythology, creation mythology, and how she is morphed into the physical planet, and how our planetary body, Gaia, is a multidimensional organism who is awakening as we awaken in a whole new way. Also, we'll be discussing the zodiac and the wheel of necessity, the wheel of karma, duality, the tree of good and evil, and restoring it back to the tree of life, and how some of these hidden agendas throughout history have thrown us into these cycles that we're in right now. Um, so, in understanding the goddess energies and the energies of the divine feminine, we can start to awaken them and bring them into balance, um, in order to really dissolve a lot of the patriarchal forces and a lot of the damage that's been done through their dark rituals and negative use of technology. So we'll be talking about some of the ET races that have been working with the government, and also the higher races that are assisting us as messengers to return to source, and where some of the deceptions can lie and where we need to be careful. We'll be looking at ancient symbols and Venus transits, the Mayan calendar, and everything that is really looking at things as a mandala, as the web of life, as the human diversity web of life as well, where our unity and our ability to accept our differences and preserve our uniqueness is where we can really master, as a humanity, how to rise above. Because in the higher frequencies, nothing can feed on the negativity and fear that is being promoted through these false flags. When we have the courage to really step into something far more profound, they just fall away. So we'll be working on how to comprehend these different things in our own particular lives, and how to prepare for what's ahead, for the disasters that are possibly ahead, the catastrophic scenarios that don't necessarily mean we're on a catastrophic timeline. We'll be talking about the positive timeline alternative 4, and how this is the reality of who we already are and always will be. There's just a lot of manipulations and deceptions that are trying to steer us away from that. So it's going to be very clarifying. It's more about personal empowerment than anything else, and just really bringing a lot of secrets out into the open, disclosure on all levels, and how things like certain religions have covered up the true spiritual stories, and have created this sort of scenario of worship and separation, and how to reintegrate these higher aspects and archetypes, and how to resolve the archetypal dramas within ourselves. So we'll be discussing tarot, astrology, different tools, and how to just see ourselves clearly and find our way through this next phase, as duality is ceasing and coming to an end. It's all about education, knowledge, gnosis, inner knowledge, and having one's own personal power intact and truth, so that they are a walking vehicle of nirvana in the face of all sorts of destruction, and or at least moving towards that through finding the bliss body and seeing the pain body as a teacher, and understanding the wisdom of the body and really listening to it and what it needs. I'll also be talking about different mineral waters and nutritional supports that can help us during this time, and some holographic technologies that can help ward off things like radiation, and how not just our spiritual tools, but nutrition and certain herbs and certain supplements can help us counteract some of the things that we're dealing with in our environment, from chemtrails and other things like that. So I really look forward to seeing you, and thank you very much.